Beneath the quiet moon, whispers softly bloom. Dreams drift through silence, holding tender truth, a heart unspoken yet loud, wrapped in clouds of feeling, lonely yet full of love, hidden beneath fragile hope. Tears write untold stories, on pages no one sees. A smile wears gentle sorrow, like dawn wearing dew, each breath a confession, each glance a poem, each memory a scar, still glowing with warmth. The gentle heart remembers, even when the world forgets. It forgives before asking. It bleeds without blame. In love's silent chambers, it hides 1,000 sighs, locked behind trembling lips, waiting for one true touch. The stars listen nightly to the ache that never sleeps. The wind knows its name. The rain hums its lullaby. It gives and keeps giving, even when nothing remains, because that's its nature, to love even in pain, a heart too soft for armor, too kind for revenge. It breaks with grace and heals in prayer. Love flows quietly there, not loud, but eternal. Its secrets are sacred, its silence divine. The night holds its breath as dreams walk barefoot across the corridors of memory, searching for yesterday's warmth. A single tear glows on the cheek of silence, falling for what was lost, praying for what remains. This heart never learned armor, only how to open wider. Even when storms arrived, it welcomed them with faith. It loved without reason, gave without measure, hoped beyond distance, and waited beyond time. In the mirror of moonlight, it sees the shadow of forever, whispering promises that never learned to die. Sometimes it smiles to hide the ache of gentle truth. Sometimes it weeps softly for love that never stayed. Every pulse speaks devotion, every sigh is a poem, every wound a doorway to something pure and unseen. The gentle heart listens to echoes of laughter gone, and still believes in kindness without return. It carries old letters, written in invisible ink, words only the soul can read. When the night is quiet enough, it still remembers hands that never truly held, eyes that spoke galaxies, but turned away too soon. Yet it does not curse, it does not harden, it loves again tomorrow, as if pain were never born, because love to it is not a transaction, but a sacred fire, lit by grace alone. The gentle heart endures, not because it is strong, but because it is pure, and purity never dies. It bleeds, yes, but the blood is poetry. The tears are truth, the silence, holy. Sometimes in the quiet dawn, it whispers your name to the wind, hoping it will find your soul and remind you of what was real. The gentle heart still waits, not for promises or proof, but for that feeling that once made time stand still. It remembers the sound of laughter, the softness of an embrace, the way eyes met in silence, unspoken entire lifetimes, every memory a candle, burning softly in the dark, every dream a fragile hope that refuses to fade away. It walks through days unseen, smiling through invisible pain, carrying the scent of yesterday, like a secret perfume of love. Even when the world grows cold, it wraps itself in remembrance, because love once touched it, and that is enough to live. It forgives the breaking, for even broken things can shine. It finds beauty in endings and peace in what can't return. The gentle heart kneels nightly before the altar of stars, praying not for forever, but for meaning in the moment. It has learned the art of losing with grace, not bitterness, to love without holding, to feel without demanding. In its quiet world of wonder, every silence has music, every pain has purpose, every tear a truth. Sometimes it writes letters to no one and everyone, filling pages with whispers that only angels understand. It dreams of a love so kind that it feels like home again, where the soul can rest and the heart can finally breathe. But until that day arrives, it keeps blooming in secret, like a rose beneath snow, delicate yet unstoppable, because a gentle heart never truly breaks. It bends with mercy and rises with faith, even when it stands alone. It loves the whole world with quiet fire and endless grace. The gentle heart wanders slowly through gardens of memory and rain, touching petals of the past and finding peace in their scent. It does not chase what left, nor mourn what never stayed. It simply breathes softly between loss and grace. Every sunrise reminds it that love is never wasted. Even if it ends in silence, it still lights another soul. It hears the echoes of promises that time could not fulfill. Yet in those broken notes, it finds a tender melody. Sometimes it dances with shadows of what could have been and smiles through the ache. Because beauty once lived there, it has learned to speak softly, even when the world shouts, to love gently, even when love hurts. Its kindness is its armor, its faith its only crown. It kneels before destiny, but never bows to despair. The gentle heart knows secrets that words cannot contain, how love lives beyond time, and memory never truly fades. When loneliness grows loud, it listens to the stars. They remind it quietly that love still watches from afar. Every dream is a letter, every tear a prayer, every breath a promise that love still lingers here. It builds cathedrals of hope from fragments of the past and lights candles of forgiveness. For every soul that walked away, it has no room for hatred, no thirst for revenge. It only craves peace and the warmth of truth. It gives without asking. It heals without showing. It bleeds without regret, and still calls it beautiful. The gentle heart is ancient, born of light and longing. It carries centuries of love in one fragile beat. Even when surrounded by silence, it speaks to heaven softly. Let me love again, but never lose my soul. It believes in quiet miracles, in love's eternal return, that someday, somewhere, two hearts will find home again. Until that dawn arrives, it waits with open hands, holding hope like water, clear, trembling, pure. In the silence, after sorrow, the gentle heart begins again, not loudly, not suddenly, but with the softness of dawn. It learns to breathe in peace, to forgive the echoes of pain, to see love not as loss, but as the reason to remain kind. Each day it opens slowly, like a flower after storm, bruised but beautiful, shining with quiet strength. It listens to the whispers of wind that speak of new beginnings. It feels the warmth of sunlight healing what darkness touched. No longer chained to yesterday, it walks in tender courage, carrying lessons of love as blessings, not burdens. It still remembers the tears, but now they taste of wisdom. It still dreams of the past, but no longer lives within it. The gentle heart has learned that endings are disguised gifts, that some goodbyes are really gentle beginnings. It no longer waits for perfection, it cherishes what is real, the way the world breathes, the way kindness feels. Sometimes it meets new souls who carry light of their own, and it smiles with quiet gratitude for being found once more. It does not rush or demand, it flows like a river of calm, trusting that love will arrive when it's meant to be known. It no longer hides its depth, it no longer fears its tears, it knows its softness is its greatest power. Through all that broke and healed, it discovered divine beauty, that even shattered glass can catch the sun. The gentle heart no longer begs, it simply invites with peace. It no longer chases, it simply glows. Its love has changed form, from longing to blessing, from need to giving, from ache to understanding. It now speaks in silences, holds with presence alone, and loves not to be loved, but to reflect the divine. When the world grows restless, it stands still and radiant, a quiet light of mercy in a storm-torn sky. And when night returns, it doesn't cry anymore. It just closes its eyes and thanks the stars for love, because the gentle heart knows every wound was sacred, every tear was holy, every loss was growth.